What's up, everyone? How are you? In this video, we will talk about the entry types only from a theoretical point of view. So here, and in the next video, I will actually show you how to see them on charts and how to look for confirmation and how they actually look on real charts. But on this video is just here. So the same way as the setups, we have A entries, B entries, C entries, and D entries. And in this case, I would personally go with A and B entries with full risk and C and D entries with half risk. I didn't put F entries because anything that doesn't look like the ones that we will have here, we will just avoid. But of course, in another video, again, in the future, there will be also the explanation on how to actually use the risk management, because the setup can be a D setup, but we can have an A entry. So in that case, what risk will be used? Don't worry, that will be explained later in the course. So A setup, this is our favorite entry type, okay, where we are, of course, always keep in mind that we are at a key area. We are at an order block, at a setup that we saw on the previous video. With that being said, this is for the entries on the 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 minute. Before actually starting, I want to give you a general rule. Of course, it is not 100% of the times like this, but most of the times. So if we are at a 4-hour order block, we use 15 minutes. Wait 1 second. Where is it? Nope. Here. 15 or 10 minutes chart confirmation. Okay. If it is a 1 hour order block, we use a 5 minutes or 3 minutes confirmation. Okay. If it is lower, sometimes you can see me use a 15 minutes order block. 15 minutes will be not lower than this. I don't use areas that are lower than 15 minutes. Then I use 1 minute confirmation. Okay, sometimes you will of course see me go on the 1 minute, also on the 1 hour. In fact, this is a general rule, but most of the times it is like this. Okay, so first of all, we start from this because these are the lower time frames. So we are at a setup at a 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes order block, and these setups right here, these entries are at one of these time frames. So what we want to see is on our A setup, which is our favorite one, a consolidation, okay, a manipulation, and then that we break the low that created the manipulation. Now this will be more in detail and with different type of entries inside here on another video, but here you can see we break the low that created the manipulation. So we create the manipulation. Where did the manipulation start? From here. We put our premium and discount, and we sell possibly at a supply at premium in this case, or discount in this case. Okay, and this is our favorite setup. This is our favorite, not setup, sorry, favorite entry type. Okay. Now, still B setup, B entry, actually B entry is pretty similar. It is basically the same thing where we have consolidation, liquidity grab, okay? We go to the downside. Going to the downside, we never reach back premium, okay, to sell, and we create trendline liquidity or some type of liquidity. In this case, it's trendline liquidity. We grab it, come back, and continue to the downside. Same thing here. This right here is a different type of liquidity, but basically what we have is consolidation, manipulation, break of structure. Okay, we break structure and we break the low that created the manipulation, which is the most important thing. We create liquidity, different type of liquidity in this case. Okay, so liquidity right here. Order block at discount, because we have never reached discount with these moves, for continuation to the upside. Okay, this is our B entry type, and it's still very, very good to me. Then we have our C type entry, where we have both to the upside and downside, just an uptrend without any real accumulation or grab of liquidity. And then we change direction. We look for a retracement to possibly continue. This computer is getting slow. I might start using my Mac anyway. And as always, supply, demand, premium, discount, and so on. Now, on this, the only thing is not necessary because this is the type of entry, but one note that we should write down is that this last move before we reverse, so after the reverse happen, I want to see this move be strong. So big move, not necessarily big, but bigger than the previous ones, usually like one big candle and then we reverse. Okay, same thing right here. This last one, possibly a big one, because usually the market, what it does is that it gives one last big push when it's almost done. It's like the exhaustion. It gives the last move and then it finally reverses. And then we have our last entry type, which is still good. It's just less risk. Okay, still good because everything else than this would be an F. Everything else than this would be an F. So all the ones that you see here are acceptable. Our D entry type is just a pending order at the zone. So we have the setups from the setup video. We have A, B, C, D, and F setups. But the entry is just with a pending order at the area, okay? With, for example, for sales, just, oh damn it. Just stop loss above the area and take profit and next, depending on where we target, okay? So just pending order, basically. This is our D type of entry, of course, our least favorite because we might not have confirmation. So where do we use this? On the higher probability setups. So the A setup, the B setup, and I'm talking about the setup video. Wait. So we either use it on the A setup, the B setup, or possibly also the C setup. And on the others, I wouldn't use this type of entry, okay? Thank you for watching, and for the real charts, explanations, and breakdowns, it will be on another video. I might actually create a PDF, but with time about these type of entries, so you can print them out, or you can do it yourself. Well, I'll actually put it on the course, but what I'm saying is if you prefer to do it in a different way because you prefer to do it yourself, you prefer to mark it out yourself and maybe write more things, then of course you're free to do so. Thank you.